Princess Kate just last week paying tribute to Princess Diana by wearing one of Diana's favorite brooches that she often wore as a pendant. And when it comes to the late Diana's wardrobe, her legacy lives on with Renae Plant, founder of the virtual Princess Diana Museum, whose mission is preserving her personal belongings in one place. Now, Renae's love of Diana began when she was a girl in Australia, meeting her during 2 of her visits. Now she's acquired over 2,700 items and pulled dozens of them just for Zuri to see up close and personal.
So this Karen dress, I remember seeing when we got a behind-the-scenes sneak peek at what was going up for auction. Renae, you got the Karen dress.
This is just the most magical, gorgeous silk bevel sassoon dress I've ever seen, and it just takes me back to the day that I met her and being 18 years old and her reaching up and shaking my hand. There is a photo of me, my hand is cut out, like I'm shaking her hand. It was one of her favorite dresses because when she'd worked with children, it was bright, colorful. We were actually lucky enough to acquire last year the purple pumps.
Okay.
Would you like to hold those?
I would. So she wore these together.
She wore this outfit together.
Renae was so overcome with emotion when she won the dress for over $500,000 at a Julian's auction earlier this year that she fell to the ground. Her mission first began in 2014. Now she owns over 100 items from Diana's wardrobe, even going back to baby shoes and outfits.
Do you keep track of how much you've spent, or are you like, it doesn't matter?
It's in the tens and tens and tens of millions. We started so long ago when things weren't crazy like they are now, and we've mortgaged our home a couple of times.
You know, I was gonna ask. I'm like, this can't be right.
Very supportive husband.
This is true love.
These items here, she loved Laura Ashley.
Okay.
And basically these items here are from her childhood.
Oh my God.
And so these have
Diana Spencer on the tag.
Yeah. She would have been like a teenager when she wore these. And she loved Laura Ashley again, and this is a floral.
The clothes really do represent an era, right? When you look from this portion of her life to as we move over to this area.
She knew what to do with clothing. This is an incredible Moschino suit.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah, Diana wore this at least 13 times.
As would I.
13 times.
So
and if you want to hold up the shoes, it was at the Natural History Museum with Prince William and Harry. Is the most famous photo of her coming out of that event with the boys again. I love pieces of clothing where she's with her sons.
Chanel, Escada are part of the collection, as is designer Jacques Azaguri. He designed 5 gowns known as the famous 5, which she wore during the last few years of her life. There's the Washington, the Bashir, the Venice, the birthday dress, and the Swan Lake.
She wore that at the Swan Lake premiere, but she wanted to shoot. Jacques will always say, like, when she come in, she would, I was going to say, she liked them shorter and shorter.
6 years before her passing, Diana posed for a portrait taken by famed photographer Patrick de Marchelier in this beaded Versace gown. Harper's Bazaar using it as their cover image 3 months after she died. Renae acquired the gown in 2015 for $200,000.
But I'll just tilt the box so you guys can see it back.
Yeah.
But they have to lie flat because of the weight of these dresses. Every little detail has been hand done.
And while this next one is a little more casual, it's every bit as loved by royal watchers.
Here she is.
I've seen this sweater.
Here she is.
Wow.
The famous black sheep sweater. But it absolutely represents Diana the black sheep of the royal family. It's the rebel. There's a little rebel in her.
Yeah.
And in a good way.
Oh, I had that sweater and I loved me some Laura Ashley. The online Princess Diana Museum will be going on tour in 2026. You can also check out It's All About the Hair, Renae's book with Diana's hairdresser, Richard Dalton. All right, coming up, we're exclusively on set.
Woohoo! Boom! Boom, boom, boom!